Hey guys, it's Smashley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it is your first time. And if it's your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Before we jump into today's video, I have to give you guys a little bit of background. So, growing up, probably like many other young girls, I was obsessed with watching wedding shows. And one of my favorites to binge was actually Say Yes to the Dress. And I mean, is there anybody out there that hasn't seen Say Yes to the Dress? Anyone? Anyone? Anyway, I loved the concept of all the girls going on there, all the brides I should say, going on there, bringing their crew with them and getting all hyped up to find the one in terms of their wedding dress. So when my time came, I knew that I wanted to have my family as my crew, and in order to make it super memorable, I decided to make these Say Yes to the Dress signs, so that's what we're gonna be doing for our DIY project today. For materials today, we're actually gonna start on the computer and I'll show you guys the process of how I go through to design these signs themselves. But aside from that, once those are printed, you are going to need a pair of scissors to cut around your sign. I like to print mine on colored paper. We'll figure out which of the pack we're going to do later on. But I have some colored cardstock to be specific, because if you print it on regular paper, it's going to be very flimsy. So I would highly recommend cardstock. Then we need some little wooden sticks. And I think I actually got these from the dollar store, so you guys can totally go pick those up. And then a glue gun so that we can apply the sticks, and then of course glue sticks. So the very first thing that we're gonna do is go find our florals. I wanna add like a really pretty floral arrangement on the corner of our sign. So we're gonna be searching for an image that has a transparent background. So I just went ahead and I searched transparent background watercolor florals. This is the type of vibe that I'm going for. So I usually will just click through a couple until I find one that I think will work. And this one, so I'm going to click out of it so you can see. When we searched it, the background is not there. But when we click on it, now we're seeing that checkered background. Chances are this one is a true transparent floral image. So we'll go ahead and save this. You also want to make sure that when you do save it, it is a PNG file. We'll go ahead and add that in and we'll move on to the next. Okay, next up, I've just switched over to PowerPoint. This is going to be where we design the signs. I just need to make sure that the orientation and the size of the slide is exact to what we're going to be printing. So standard printing paper is typically 8.5 inches by 11 inches. So I just want to make sure that this matches up. We'll hit Control A, delete that stuff off the slide. And we're going to go to page setup. Okay, so width, we're gonna make this 8.5. And then height, we'll make this 11 inches. Scale up. From here, we're gonna go ahead and insert a shape. And this is gonna serve as pretty much just the border for the sign that I wanna do. So I'll just draw one out. And we're gonna go to shape fill. We're going to do no fill. We're going to just increase the thickness of the border. I think I'm going to do a little bit thicker, 6 points. There we go, so we can really see the color. And right now, this is going to give you a sign that is about 5.88 inches wide across. I'm just going to scale up and make it a full 6. Okay, so now we have our border on here. The next thing that I want to do is add in that image that we saved. So you just go to Insert. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, and we're just going to stick this on the corner of our sign. I'm just going to adjust them how I want them on each individual page. You guys can make these as big or as small as you'd like and adjust them and do whatever shape you like, which is great because they're so customizable. So super easy. All I did was I took the first one, I went ahead and copied that down to the second half of the page. So now we should be able to print 2 signs to a page. And then I just copied the entire slide, so we have the same orientation and border for each sign. Now, the last thing to do really is just going to be adding the text. So we'll go ahead and just draw a text box. You can also add the text inside of the shape, but I like this better because you can kind of move it around and make sure it's not hitting the flowers at all. So my signs are going to be fairly nice. I didn't have any drastic ones on there, but we'll start with I don't know if you guys have gone dress shopping yet, but this was a sign that was held up quite a lot. I think my family was trying hard to not hurt my feelings if I happen to like something. Maybe we change the color of the font. Let's see what we like. Well, after struggling to find a color, I decided I wanted to change the font completely. So we went ahead and did that. This one is just one of the regular PowerPoint fonts that are already preloaded. It's called Desdemona. The other tip I would give you guys is make your text box the same size as the border. That way we can just make sure it's right smack dab in the middle. Okay, so first line done, I'm just gonna copy this text box and we're gonna paste it for the others. And then same situation, you're pretty much gonna do this for all of them. I would have one that's more neutral, one that is absolutely a no, and then a yes, absolutely a yes, and then maybe one that's meh, kind of in the middle. Everything is all printed and I think we've done a good job so far. The next step is going to be to just cut the outline of the signs so that they look a little bit cleaner once we put them on the sticks. So want to go ahead and grab your scissors and get going. All right, we couldn't do a DIY video without an assembly line, right? So we have all of our signs, we have our sticks, and then our little glue gun on the side. Super simple, you guys. I'm gonna put the 3 to the side and we'll work on the first one. All we're gonna do is take the stick and glue it to the back. So we're gonna do one line. I'll probably go over it a couple times because we want to make sure that they are secure. Probably do a line or 2 of glue down the middle, and then we'll go ahead and just stick the stick in there and make sure it stays in place. There we go. Voila. There's one. We'll go ahead and do the other 3, and we'll show you guys the final product. This is it, you guys. What do we think? What do we think? No, I did not just grow another pair of arms. This is my lovely husband helping me with the shop, but they came out so cute and I was struggling holding all 4 of them. We made him go ahead and put a couple down. But I think these came out honestly even better than the original ones that I had for my family. So just to give you guys another view, so we have one that says next. We have one that says, not quite sure. I probably got this one the most the day of trying on dresses or the couple days that we went. I think that they were just trying not to hurt my feelings if I liked something that they didn't think was the one. So I got, Then I got a couple love it's, but what my family was loving, I wasn't necessarily loving, so it was still a scratch. And the nicest thing of them all was I got this is the one for one dress. It was a unanimous decision and it was the dress that I wore for the day of the wedding. So this one only got held up one time. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this one. It's super easy to make, honestly. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a like. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe. And let me know in the comments, are you guys obsessed with Say Yes to the Dress? What other wedding shows were you guys obsessed with? But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.